Well, good hump day. Actually, no, today's not hump day. Uh, Somebody got me off on calling it hump day and got me confused. Today is Thursday. Happy Thursday. The day before Friday. um, Maybe one of those nasty comments I got this morning about my blank stare. Maybe they should have talked about my blank and feeble mind. But we're back in our normal spot. I've been having to use the back / man cave / master bedroom. Miss Emily's had kids over. My wife's had company, or they're watching TV. But tonight it's quiet up here, and we get back to our normal routine. Even got a big mug of Coke. So we sit and chew the fat just a little bit. And tonight it will be I believe this is 5th in the pipe rotation series, and I'm smoking a little blasted Aldo Villani that my mom and dad got for me for Christmas. They told me to pick a pipe out and they'd buy it, and this is what I did. It's not a super expensive pipe, but it's from the Aldo Villani line. This is 1, 2, 3. I guess I've got about 4 Aldos and have enjoyed all 4 of them. Would certainly buy another one. I don't know if you call this an apple or what, but it's just a little smaller pipe. It's got a good feel to it, and I have enjoyed it. So this will be number 5 in the rotation series. And what I'm smoking is one that Smoking Grandpa Bones sent in the package he sent yesterday. And this came from Smokers Abbey. I believe this is out of Nashville. Some 2014 Buzz. And I was using my little Colibri lighter that PA Pipe Guy Mike sent. And I left it in the back, so I just realized I did it, and I said, well, I'm already rolling. I'll just use the big for right now. But I had stopped using the Colibri because I ran out of a good fluid that I had, a butane. And then when I got the little Zycar torch, the little cigar lighter, I bought a can of Zycar, and I just prefer to use, and when you get into those butanes, I try to stay away from over-the-counters because they're so oily and they'll gum the jets up in them. So, I've got a big can of Zycar too. And by the way, my dad liked the little torch lighter. It's made for cigars, but he lights his cigarettes with them. He turned 77 today. We had a little catfish dinner for him last night at their house, and all the kids was over, and one of my cousins, who he's working out of town, working on pipeline, but his wife and 3 kids came over. A little story behind that I'll tell y'all in just a second. But they came over to eat, and it's getting the oldest little girl is graduating high school, so they wanted to give her a gift. I'll tell y'all about that because it kind of goes hand in hand with his birthday. But let me read to y'all about this Buzz here. This is it was a very complex blend, and I've smoked about 3 bowls of it. But I said, I got to read on it because I can't. It's one of those complex blends that you just can't figure it out. You got to just go. You got to quit guessing and go to the source. But this is from Smokers Abbey, and this is 2014 Buzz pipe tobacco. And I think you can buy it in different jars, different size jars from them. But it says Buzz is out, very limited. Buzz is out, very limited New Year's release of pipe tobacco. It is a unique blend of Black Cavendish, Kentucky Fire-Cured, Golden Virginia, and White Burley. There's also a few secret mysteries in the mix. Like I say, it is complex. This smoke is full-flavored and full of the aroma of booze. It's a party in a pipe. Order some today and party like a monk. Look, guys and girls, this is a good one. I will definitely be wanting to, excuse me, to be ordering some of that. But, I hope everybody's having a good week. I went in just for a little while. We had a little drama come up this morning. fool with it. I kind of debated on taking the day off, but I went on in and piddled around a little bit, but I took my boat with me, and a friend of mine and myself went fishing, and first time that I've been able to really go and enjoy 2 or 3 hours of it, so did that. And now my cousin's little girl, years ago, my mom and dad have several acres out where they live, where their home is, and down the road they had a vacant area, and my cousin had just gotten married, and of course they lived there about 7 or 8 years before they moved. Well, they'd been married long enough. They had a little girl that was about 5 years old, and they had a little mobile home down there that they had parked on mom and dad's property, and until they were able to buy them a home and closer into town. And so this little girl would come up all the time, visit my mom and dad, which would have been their great niece. And so my dad's birthday rolled around. This would have been about 13 years ago now. And she eased up to him, and of course, everybody had bought him gifts, all of his kids and us, we all buy him some sort of gift every year. And so she brought him, she had colored him a picture and drew him a picture and colored it in. And of course, my dad's in the tire business, and she drew him a tire and a stick man, and it was really cute. And I didn't know that, I don't even remember this, but my mom saved it, and she brought wrapped up in some paper and taped up was $1.91 worth of pennies, and 1 nickel, so made it $1.96. And she said, his name is Don. She said, Uncle Don said, this is for your birthday. He said, where'd you get that, Logan? And she said, out of my piggy bank. So later, she went on playing, and he gave to my mom and said, give this back to her, and give this to her mom and tell her to put that back in her piggy bank. My mom said, no, said, I'm not going to do that. We're going to keep it, and we're going to keep it wrapped up. And she kept the drawer, and she said, when she graduates, we're going to match that dollar for dollar. And that's what they did. He gave her $196 yesterday, $1 for every penny that. And the little girl didn't even remember doing it. She was, like I say, 4 or 5 years old, and it was cute. So it made for a nice little graduation gift for her. And and I thought it was a nice, it was a thoughtful gesture for him to do for her. Well, my mom had saved it all these years, these pennies, But yeah, this buzz is smoking absolutely wonderful. Smoked some Sweet Jane yesterday. It's everything he sent is good. And of course, I started on this stick this morning and put it down. I wanted to finish it tonight. I'm bad about it. A lot of people say, no, you need to sit down and smoke a stick in one sitting. And a lot of times I do, depending on where I'm at. But the way I work and the way I move, I can't always do that. And then, yes, it will affect the flavor when you have to stop it. But once you get it lit back up, what it'll do is, it certainly will dry it out. And you don't want to put one of these half smoked ones. Do not put that back in your humidor. But this little Ditka Camacho, I had lit it up this morning when I was doing the video. But on the boat, I took a little $3 Tatawahe out there on the water with me, because I'm going to be smoking it pretty heavy. I did smoke it pretty heavy, but when I go to Governor's now, I'll sit down in one setting and relax and smoke a whole one. What I'll do is I'll go there, I'll take my pipe and maybe a bowl full of tobacco, whatever. But I hate to go into a brick and mortar smoking a cigar. Now, if you're going to buy something, it's perfectly all right to bring one from home and whatever. But most time I'll go empty-handed on a stick, and of course usually I leave with a couple to bring home, put in the humidor. But I'll usually buy something and smoke there. And a lot of times I'll go ahead and enjoy a higher end stick when I'm relaxing. Not always, but I'll if I'm going to purchase a higher end stick, I'll usually do that in the lounge, but most time I'll smoke a little $6, $8 a leva or something like that, or that Lawless. I like that Lawless Trading Company, and they run all from $6 to $8. I'm thinking I'm maybe around $8. I love that thing. I got a couple I keep in my humidor, but by mistake the other day. Of course, he didn't have them all marked, but I grabbed the most expensive one he had. And what I'll do is when I leave, I'll settle up with him, because I'm usually going to get something else and take with me. And we'll just settle up on what I've smoked there. And I usually will smoke one stick on my visit. But I picked up the most expensive stick he had in the building. And I said, well, it's all right. It was the day after my birthday. I said, just consider it. I'll just consider it a little day after self-indulgence, But I picked up a $17 stick, and I don't usually do that. Except would do that on special occasions, Sure enough. Well, folks, I hated to bring people back into the drama yesterday, this morning that's been going around. I've got a real sicko that's following me, but this Bill Will, I wanted to, the reason I did the video was I wanted to give people a heads up on who this was. And I had done a little following around on some comments, and he had made several nice comments to some others, and several people had subbed him. I mean, naturally, not knowing who he was, I might have would have subbed him too. But he came at me with all 4 feet out, and this was done after I blocked the thumbs up, thumbs down. I knew he wouldn't stay quiet. So when I made the video, he was just constantly barraging me with, he called me inbred, Louisiana inbred redneck, and several vile names, filthy language, and I was just going to leave it up so everybody could see it. And I made that video, and within 10 minutes after I made the video, he closed that channel down. Of course, all the comments now that he made are gone, but I wanted people to see for themselves. But I had I had some good response on it. I'm not looking for a response. I was just mainly, that was a public service video. But a good friend, very dear friend, sent me a private message and said, this is getting kind of scary for you, and said I'm a little bit scared and concerned. And true, when you're dealing with a psychopath, it can get a little scary. Thankfully, he's a good ways away. If I lived a little closer, I would be a little more worried. But I can tell you, since he rightfully said something about Louisiana rednecks, if he were to make that mistake, it would be a perpetual mistake, I can assure you, because Louisiana rednecks, and I don't consider myself a redneck, but maybe I am, who knows, but I can tell you they're going to protect themselves and their families, as will most people anywhere, regardless of where they live. But anyhow, be very wary of new accounts. Not saying that new ones, everybody got to start somewhere, but I just be careful, because I don't understand this guy. I don't understand it. But I noticed that guy has now suspended his thumbs up and thumbs down, and this is all temporary until he grows tired of his childish games, and it's a shame that it's come to this. But I'm not going to burden y'all with this a good bit. Your first thought is, well, I'm kind of done. Maybe it's time to move on. This is getting a little ridiculous. But then you think, no, I've made a lot of good friends on here. Got people that look for me to make a video, and I enjoy watching theirs, and we become really close friends. And no, you're not going to get rid of me that easy. But anyhow, enough on that. I'm going to get this downloaded, get back hit the hay, and had a pretty good day out. We caught, between us, 15 fish. He caught the lion's share. I think I caught 5, and they range between 2 and almost 5 pounds. Had one good one, really good one, and bass fishing, and they are in the postpone. So anyhow, we'll catch up with y'all hopefully tomorrow, if God's willing. Y'all take care, and God bless you.